Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will teach you chapter first in economics, development. Before studying the chapter, you should know that what is development. So my first topic is concept of development. Students, you should know what is development. So please listen carefully. In simply term, development is a process where things change before its earlier position. But if I define the development, then development is a process in which income level, health status, literacy rate, transport communication, industries, urbanization took place in a particular country in a specific period of time. It means that you assume the example of India, that the condition of India was totally different before 30 to 40 years. Literacy rate, health status was very low. The rate of poverty was very high. The rate of unemployment was also very high. Most of the people lived in rural area before 30 to 40 years. But now, industrialization, urbanization, income level, health status, transport communication, education level is improving continuously. So this is what development. But in exam you need to write only 2 lines. Development is a process in which health status, income level, education level of the people rises, as well as industries, transport and trade, communication flourish in a country in a specific period of a time. This is known as development. Now, development is classified into two categories: national development and individual development. National development is related to entire country. It is related to entire nation. When in a country, GDP, per capita income, literacy rate, health status increase in a specific period of time. This is known as national development. National development is measured in development rate or growth rate. If we compare the data, then last year the growth rate was 5 to 6%, and before it was low. Every year the rate of growth increases by 3%. It is the target of our India. I am talking about only our India. So this is what? This is national development. No country can survive without development. So development is a continuous and simultaneous process with urbanization, industrialization, trade and market. Now next is individual development. Individual development is related to a person. Individual development is related to a person. Every person wants development in his life. He wants changes. He wants better life. He wants higher income. He wants to live luxurious life. So the development which is decided by a person to achieve any target. For a student, the development is to get maximum marks and make bright career. Now next topic. Development goals. Development goals means the target or goals which are decided by a person or a country to achieve development. Again I am repeating, the goals or target which is decided by a person or individual to achieve development are known as development goal. Now first point, different person has various development goal. In this statement you need to write the examples. For example, the development target for a businessman to get maximum profit. The development target for an industrialist to minimize its cost. The development target for a government to create positive public opinion in the mind of people. The development target for a student to get maximum marks and make bright career. The development target for a farmer to achieve maximum production by adopting latest techniques. So various persons have various development goals. This has been asked many times in exam that what is the development target for the farmers of Punjab and Haryana. So the development target for the farmers of Punjab and Haryana to get maximum production, crop production by adopting modern technology. Because Punjab and Haryana are the foremost state, leading state in the field of agriculture. Now, what are mixed development goals? Mixed development goals means that when a person decides development goal, then he decides not only the income but various factors. Income is not only the matter. Various factors such as health status, education level, respect and freedom, job security, pollution free environment, government policy, protection of life also play an important and critical role to achieve development. I will explain you this with a very simple example. Suppose a manager of IT company is offered rupees 1 lakh per month by a company in a remote area or in a terrorist area. So, will he agree to join the job? No. Why? Because he is getting higher income, very nice package, very nice salary, but the area where he works is not safe. His life is not secure, so he will not agree to join the company. As well as many more things like respect and freedom. A person is offering 5 lakh rupees per month, but he has to do work in very bad environment. He has to do work in an unsafe environment. His working hours are not limited. He has no respect and freedom on his job. He is working in the area where there is no life security, no job security, no regular income. So, will he agree to join the job? I think no. So this is what? This is mixed development goal. It means that when rather than income, various factors play an important role to achieve development. This is known as mixed development goals. Now, next topic. Development process can be beneficial for ones and harmful for others. How development process can be beneficial for ones and harmful for others. It is very important topic. It can be asked in the form of statement. Same statement can be asked and you need to justify the statement. How will you justify the statement? By giving suitable argument. You need to write that. Sometimes development process cannot be equally beneficial for all. How? We are giving a very simple example, river valley projects. River valley projects are introduced by government on river valleys. But river valley projects are beneficial for some communities and not beneficial for another communities. River valley projects are beneficial to generate hydroelectricity. It is beneficial for industrial class because industries open nearby river valleys because industry get sufficient amount of water. River valley projects are also important for rich farmers because they get water for irrigation. River valley projects promote tourism and beneficial for urban people because they get water for domestic purpose as well as other purpose. River valley projects are very important for promoting internal navigation, water transport. But have you estimate the negative aspect of river valley projects? I'll tell you. There are some negative aspect also of river valley projects. When river valley projects are introduced, then it promotes large scale of deforestation, as well as it promote large scale of displacement of local and tribal communities. River valley projects are not equally benefited to all. Why? Because the benefit is taken by only industrial and rich class. Common people, poor farmers do not benefited by river valley projects. As well as river valley projects are harmful for aquatic life. River valley projects are harmful for the communities who are displaced from there because their houses has been destroyed. So many river valley projects comes under controversies. Example, Narmada Bachao movement. Because when Sardar Sarovar Dam was needed to be built on Narmada River, then their communities, the local communities nearby Narmada River, protest against Sardar Sarovar Dam. It converted into a movement named Narmada Bachao Andolan. This I am telling you only the example. You no need to write to about Narmada Bachao movement, but you need to write that river valley projects can be beneficial for some communities and harmful for another communities. So with this suitable argument, with this suitable example, I can say that development process can be beneficial for ones and harmful for others. Hope you understand the topic very well. Any doubt, please inbox me, and thank you for joining the class. Next lecture we will continue this chapter. Many topics are remaining, so we will continue in next topic. Be with me. Thank you.